Let's do some things. Let's do them all. I'm gonna turn my mic down a bit because it looks like it's going into the yellow. I hope we're doing well. Luckily, I got a couple of quests to do in this dungeon. Huh. I think I was going to do that quest. And set that one. And these ones we can kind of not do. Yeah, so we got. Oh, I've got 3. Okay. Yeah. Wait, where'd the priest go? I'm lost.
Not ready yet.
I'm lost. Hey.
I can't do
I
that
see
yet.
you. I see you. Oh dear. No! Oh, we got a shaman! Hell yes!
That ability isn't ready yet.
We got to run through. There's poison. At least Sunken Temple is a lot better than Blackrock Depths, to be fair. Apparently, deadly poison is reserved for the offhand. Can't share that. We can share this. Okay. Can't share that.
Not ready yet.
Wait, what the hell? Oh, it's an enhancement shaman, even better! Hell yes! Yes! Sorry, it's gonna be my first taste of having an enhancement shaman, man. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Oh, I'm actually happy. Welcome to the great gaming... no, I did that wrong. The great gamers. That's it. Oh my god, that is just deadly. Oh man. And that's what I mean, like, so I'm not warrior, I was fury, and I was sword spec as well, but like I've gone to arms and had a bit of sword spec with that, and it's fucking, but the synergy with sword spec and wind fury is just, oh my god, just amazing. It's just so good. So good. Bum, bum. So good. Bum, bum. I got a you. Bum, 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 bum. Ba-da, ba, 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 ba-dum, bum. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Right, let's put some music on. What's happened? What? Alright, yeah, it must sound fucking broke. Nanny. What the hell? I don't want this taking bloody priority. Oh, there we go. Okay. Ba, 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 ba. I do kind of want to like... Okay. Good enough. For now. I don't know how loud the music is for you guys. It's the only thing I'm a bit sort of nervous on, because it's like, you know. Okay. Yeah.
It's too far
I've been chasing things that I know I don't want. Couldn't see the truth for I don't know how long. Used to settle for less, but that day is done.
I like just like the music for the stream is just looking for something that's catchy, right? Like
From drinking cheap wine,
I don't want to have like something that's like scary or something that's a bit lowbrow or whatever. Like you know what I mean? Like just something that's not too,
to ask for
you know.
somebody to love, someone that's worth dreaming of. Somebody to love, somebody to I've been chasing things that I know I don't want.
Might as well while we're here.
Truth for I don't know how long. Used to settle for less, but that day is done. I don't need go crazy, just talk to we're lazy. From drinking cheap wine on the floor. Live uncomplicated, together we'll make it. Now it's not too much to ask for. Somebody to love. Someone that's worth dreaming of. Somebody to love. Somebody to love. Somebody to love.
I don't know.
Somebody to love. Somebody to
Why don't we buy a ticket? We can ride or die tonight, ride with no limit. Our heads up in the sky, Mondays we're skipping. Ride as we're tripping like the lights. Yeah, we don't wanna wake up till tonight. Skinny, together, I and yours, say you're forever mine.
Yes, I have messy bag.
They say we make out anyway, so shut up, we talk too much.
Oh well. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just being spontaneous. I need to be entertaining. Shut up, man.
Make sure
I mean, I've got enough space. Why
so
not?
there's no break of dawn. We stay here and break out on and on. Mondays we're skipping, ride as we're tripping like the lights. Yeah, we don't wanna wake up till tonight. Skinny dipping, tipsy singing, sweater, closer, things up together. I am yours and you're forever.
I'm 49. I cannot wait to use that.
They say we make out anyway, so shut up, we talk too much. Don't know what they say. We make out anyway, so shut up, we talk too much. Let love be love. Let
Love, love, love that I'm dreaming about. I got this love, 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 got me singing out loud. You come and take me higher. There's no denying you the one. I got this love, yeah. I got this love, yeah.
Three bars and I'm level 50. Whoop whoop.
Love, love, love that I'm dreaming about. I got this love, 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 got me singing out
Like, this is
loud.
just
You
catchy,
come
right, this
and
music.
take me higher. There's no denying you the one. I got this love, yeah. I got this love.
Three. Oh, I feel so hyperactive at the same time.
Eyes above the winter skies. It's cold and rough in your eyes. Fast as light as spiral round and round. We'll be one.
Ba, 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 ba.
Rule the night.
So these are the balcony mini bosses, and I ended up having that. 31 stamp, 15 agility. I'll tell you what, if they drop again and it's like of agility or something, that would be just amazing. I do not mind sacrificing that amount of stamina for agility, you know. Well, hell, that'd be brilliant if there were shoulders. That'd be bloody funny. I said the British thing! Sorry. Sorry. Tell you what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna... I do not know. There we go. Should be okay now. It's difficult, like, to really sort of know how loud music and isn't compared to me and stuff without having to play back the stream and then like having like an echo, you know, like a streaming echo. And I don't want to end up blasting people's ears by doing that, you know. So Spawn is the one we just killed. Nothing really rare for me. that.
This human hurt, this human hurt will give you every little thing it's got. Waking up in the morning, hoping that you're still there. All the things I regret and treated you like I never cared. 'Cause you know that you're worth it. Promise I'll make it up, but I'm not perfect. 'Cause I've got a human heart full of flaws, but it won't stop beating for you. This human heart with countless scars, but it won't stop giving every little thing it's got. This human
Just easier because Link May is on the north side.
every little thing it's got. This human
It's just easier because on the north side is where the like corridor, the entrance is, and the stairs. So it's just easier to do that. It's just easier, in my opinion. Easy entry, easy exit.
wanna fix what I've broken. Hate to see it like this. You turn your hand in slow motion when I lean in for the kiss. I know you deserve better, and I shouldn't mess up, but I'm not perfect. 'Cause I've got a human heart full of flaws, but it won't stop beating for you. This human heart with countless scars, but it won't stop giving every little thing it's got. This human heart will give you every little thing it's got. This human heart will give you every little thing it's got.
I mean, I know I feel badly, but
My head is spinning round and round again for you. Yeah, I don't know how to take back what I said to you. I'm smiling
no
just to
loot, all
ease the
XP.
pain,
Brilliant.
knowing it won't go away. Your touch makes everything okay. Baby, you're my, you got me feeling.
I'll be level 50 shortly! I cannot wait! Now I've got 8 levels till the upload. Help us. I wonder if she's going to be spamming.
My head is spinning round and round again for you. Yeah, I don't know how to take back what I said to you. I'm smiling just to ease the pain, knowing it won't go away. Your touch makes everything okay. Baby, you're my, you got me feeling.
Right, the skinners. Come on, got one level to go.
Feast on your bones. Baby, can't you see that I'm not perfect?
Hey. Yes, I'm gonna spam Ramparts and Blood Furnace till I reach the Unearthed, at least. Chroma. Because you still need rep to get into heroics, right?
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. But right now I'm just taking a break.
I don't have enough energy.
Where are you with your heroics?
Nearly 50.
Oh god, I ran ahead!
Yeah, you did. But to be fair, I mean, you know, the strap on thing really helps you out, so.
Yeah.
Whereas I've been questing and it's just like finding good quests and stuff is just like,
Horrible in Classic.
yeah.
This is why I tried to avoid it. Yeah, I'm
50 now, yeah, 8 levels.
I think I'm 50.
That's right. It's just doing Sunken Temple right now. It's just like for someone in my position who's doing quests. It's just like so much easier to just get as many dungeon quests as possible, and then just like do the spam the dungeon as much as I can, and then
Yeah.
if the group disbands, then turn in the quest while I wait for the next group.
Yes.
This is still a chunk of XP during the downtime, so.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, I went to Searing Gorge when I was like nearly 49, and I dinged while I was doing the quest, and then once I've done the quest and turned them in, I was only like 1 bar into 59, and all those quests took me like halfway. I was just like, lol.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna be ahead on my priest from now on, there's no doubt about it. The fact that I've gotten to Outlands is gonna loosen up my leveling process. Because now it's just about finding Outland dungeons and what's it, I call it, questing.
Yeah. Question is, why do I have to be poor? I could have bought a load of boosts.
I bought most of my boosts. I know I've got some boosting from guildies towards the end, but if you count how many boosts I got from guildies and how many I paid for a hell of a lot more. You have to think I basically leveled in Stratholme more or less from 45 to 58. It's a lot of Stratholme boosts.
Yeah. It's like obviously really efficient, because otherwise I think you'd have gone crazy than Scarlet, you know?
Yeah,
And
for sure it was much more efficient to pay for it.
Not only that, but if you get any loot drop, like just happen across any loot, that's good for you as well. It's really good.
No,
Not that you
boost
can't
loot. Yeah, boost loot from Stratholme is horrible. There's really not any bosses there in the boost route. But it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, I can get away with having shit gear at this point because my druid is practically carrying my priest through everything. Like, did some ramparts and the blood furnace to 59 here. And it was so easy to get a group running actually, just because, you know, I
Tank and healer, you covered.
Nah, I can't heal myself.
Huh.
That's too much to ask in TPC dungeons when I'm also tanking. So I recruit a healer.
Wouldn't that make the dungeon thing a bit slower then? Or
Because of a lack of DPS,
yeah.
not considering how much DPS my druid does. Basically that's the price, right? You get a level 70 druid that does a lot of damage. But then you get an AFK DPS basically. It is a healer, but you get my point. Get an AFK. What can a low 60 person do in damage, really? 200? 300?
Fair enough.
You know, and I can, even on bosses, pull out the 500-600 out of my ass in single target in bear form.
True. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough.
On trash packs, it's not even a competition anymore. It's, you know, 8 to 100 to 1,000 DPS. No low levels can manage even close to that. So no, it's not slower. What would be slower is to find a tank. That's also time spent, right?
Yeah, no, just, I know obviously your druid does a lot. It's just, you know, it's the mechanical side of things more than anything, like, you know, having one AFK and then having one person do a ton of DPS, or just having a full group all pulling their weight, you know what I mean? Like, not saying that you're not, I'm saying that, like, you know, one group with this versus one group with that.
In this case, I pull more weight than having the extra.
Yeah.
But that's also because you have to think about the DPS involved and the fact of how little damage I actually take. Even the healer that's in the group is falling asleep over the keyboard, you know. Like, legitimately, my druid can almost solo these dungeons. The heals are only an oh shit. Or now I can pull extra mobs because why the fuck not? You know. That's all the healer is for. Could I heal myself? Probably, but I'm too lazy. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'll have to ask another person to stand still, don't cancel my heals, you know, yada yada. That's also annoying. And then that person that has, you know, Arch and follow, then they will be gimped from doing shit. Because they need to keep a track of whether or not I can heal my druid from the range I'm at and so on, right? Is the priest in the right position instead of am I in the right position?
Mind you though, like, get some practice on your priest before Wrath comes. So it's like,
I'll get plenty of practice on my priest before Wrath comes. And secondarily, the practice is gonna be useless when Wrath comes.
Not ready yet.
Because the spec is gonna change so drastically that the way of healing is not the same.
I'm rather eager to see your method of being a priest is gonna play out.
In TBC or Wrath?
Wrath.
Yeah, because that's much more interesting.
I just wonder, because like I'm used to like the traditional stuff, right? Because that's like all I've ever known and stuff. And so having a like experimental kind of thing like that works. That's gonna be like, I wonder how that's gonna pan out.
I can already.
Think about.
I get what you mean. I think what's most interesting is how it's gonna pan out in the early patches of Wrath. Because that's gonna be the tougher ones. With that spec. I know how it's gonna pan out in the trial of the Crusader and the Icecrown Citadel. Because I did it back in the day. And it panned out extremely well. Like, you wouldn't even believe how much more healing I did compared to other priests back then. And we're talking about priests that was also, you know, raiding heroic modes. they couldn't even hold a candle to the spec.
I wonder,
So-
though, like, how are you gonna do if you end up having like a full-on bubble freeze, because they used to be like really good.
Why would I go bubble?
No, I'm not saying you go bubble, but I'm saying I wonder if they get another disc priest who is a bubble priest.
That would be perfect.
Okay.
Like, bubble priest with a flash heal priest in the same raid is like having the most, you know, you have the ultimate raid healer, and then you have the ultimate tank healer in the same group. Bubble priests back in Wrath, they were pure tank healers. Nothing but tank healers. They were not raid healers, they sucked at raid healing. But that doesn't mean they didn't heal a lot. Like, the pure mitigation they did for the tanks were hilarious high. Like, it was ridiculous how much damage the tank didn't take if they had a disc priest as their personal healer. I would say that disc priests were better than paladins for tank healing, just
for
because
sure.
of that. Yeah, just because of that. It was insane.
I mean, the only thing I could think that paladins in that case would be good is like fights like Little Dreamwalker, you know, that healing boss. But even then, that's sort of stretching it a bit.
I would say druids are better for that. Druids were very underrated for single target healing, and on that boss specifically, having the healing over time was more useful than the spammer, because it's about how much you heal, not because the target won't just die, you see, like a tank.
Yeah.
So the druids are perfect for that boss. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna put all my huts on and then I'm gonna forget about it for a little while. You see what I mean?
Oh yeah. I mean, I have to admit, I know we're talking about two different versions of WoW, right? But like, I much prefer how druids heal on retail compared to most other classes. Whereas, like classic versions, I do prefer the priest.
I disagree most. And that's fun because obviously I'm leveling a priest for healing. Druids, well, let's put it in this way. In TBC, I prefer druids. Druids are more straightforward and, in my opinion, better. No offense, but
No, I mean it's just the style of healing.
Yeah.
Like,
it's the hot healing, and the hot healing is fun. In Wrath, because of the changes to the skill trees, both from the druid and the priest, the druid changes less than the priest in Wrath. They become a little bit better at raid healing, but nothing more than that, right? Many of the same abilities, healing abilities, same rotations, in a sort of way. And they are still the masters of huts, obviously. They always will be. If you get what I mean. The problem, like, I love the flash heal spec. Absolutely adore the flash heal Holy Priest Wrath style. The problem there is with it, if I look at it from another player's perspective, or even from my own, getting a spot as a druid healer is a lot easier than a flash heal priest, because people do not like when you go outside of the mold. People do not like, some people won't even give you the chance to show off before they deem it, you know, not good enough. That almost happened to me in Wrath even. When I made my priest, I geared it up. In the guild I was in, they had recruited a druid actually as a trial, even before they tested in raid. It actually took me getting angry at my guildmaster and saying, if you're gonna take this druid into raid, you need to at least test me before you make that decision. See what I mean?
yeah, for sure.
Right? Obviously, I out-healed the druid by a landslide. Actually, I healed so well that two of our holy priests in the guild that had been there forever got fired.
That's funny.
Yeah, But you see what I mean? If they had just stood their ground and gone like, it doesn't work. What then? Right. So after I was in that guild, when I joined new guilds, I wouldn't even tell people how I healed. I would just act like I was any other normal priest until they saw the numbers and said, what the fuck is happening here? You know?
That's got to be such a good feeling though, like just being like incognito and just being like, what the fuck are you doing? Like these numbers, like what do they mean? And then you're like,
Exactly.
yeah, I'm like, hey, look at me.
Yeah. It was fantastic. It felt good when I proved people wrong, right? But it is not, always easy. Because you have to think about so many things that can go wrong in going outside on mole. Already now I can see in the future in Wrath, hurdles I need to get over now. I have a guild, right? And hopefully this guild will also have 2 teams in Wrath, so there's space for both of my characters. If there isn't, they will probably want to keep my tank, for good reason, right?
Yeah.
Because even if I'm genius at the healing, even if I have a tremendous amount of healing, tank positions that you trust are hard to fill.
Yeah.
So it's not even, a question on which one I play the best. It's just that any good tank in a guild you have tanked for a long time, they will not want to find a new one.
Just adjusting my audio, guys.
So that is the first hurdle to get over. The second one is like, this guild is running a loot council. Not a loot council,
Can you
a
guys hit the
DKP
music all right?
priority system. That means that, all this gear that is prioritized to holy priests through the guild is putting into consideration of the renew priest. So I need to take up a fight with my officers about, this is not my business. This is their business. This is my business. You see?
Yeah.
So how to solve that issue, I don't know yet. I'm hoping that my guild is gonna be large and make 2 separate biz lists. Are you a Flesh Heal priest? Are you a Renew priest? Because if they don't make that priority list for what I want, then I won't want to stay with my priest. I want the gear that's biz for me. I don't want sloppy seconds.
Yeah.
That is a completely another issue and a hurdle to get over. And that would account for a lot of guilds, right, that make biz lists and such. Because all of a sudden you are the one and only going with that spec and fighting your case for the gear that you want. Another thing in Wrath that's problematic with priests, because people don't do the Flesh Heal priest, really. I'm hoping a lot of people are gonna take it up, because that makes it easier and it makes it more fun in the terms of competition, right?
I have to admit, I do wonder how people are gonna do stuff in Wrath compared to the old days.
I'm hoping more people are gonna go Flesh Heal priest, because that will increase the competition and it will be, more accepted. If not, then it is what it is. But from private servers and from original Wrath, holy priests specifically, have a notoriously bad rep as bad healers. Sadly. So even finding a guild as a holy priest can be problematic, because they're gonna sit there and think about it. Well, we would rather have a Shami. Oh no, we would rather have a druid, paladin, not a holy priest though. Can you go disc?
Yeah.
Which means that every step of the way, if you go Holy Priest, you have to prove yourself. You have to prove that you can heal as well as the other classes, and preferably even better. 'Cause, you know, it is what it is.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Because nobody wants a second-hand druid. And even then, let's say that you do prove that your healing output is amazing. Even back when I did that, when I out-healed everybody, then other healers in my guild, especially priests, because people don't like getting outdone, right? People are competitive. And I would have other priests saying, oh, well, Archangelic is doing too many flash heals, she's gonna go home, and then I would have to talk to my, you know, whatever officer, my class leader, whatever that would come to me, why do you do this? And it's like, okay, have I gone home yet? No? Then it's not a problem. Right. Yeah, you shouldn't be scared when you see me low on mana, because that's my problem, not yours. And on top of that, the way that Flash Heal priests heal, people are scared of losing their lives because it's a lot of, you know, when you take a druid or a renew priest, you know, you slowly die. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah. With a Flash Heal priest, you feel like you're on death's door before you get saved. It's like, oh shit, I hit like 10% HP, it doesn't matter, I got you. But 10%, yeah, I got you. Don't look at your health bar. I literally had to tell people, don't look at it. It's my job to look at your health bar, not yours.
Yeah, it's always one of those things that people just can't help, though, really, is it?
So you also have to fight the paranoia of your radies, sort of. And it doesn't even matter if you almost never lose a person. Like, even when I healed with another holy priest, and I legitimately remember a fight where I was healing with another holy priest on an ICC fight, and we got a group each, right? We need to keep this group alive. And the other priest group started dying slowly, right? It's a renew priest. Died slowly, right? So I started healing this priest's group. But even if you saw her lose people slowly, people didn't think it was nearly as scary as my group going like boom, 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 you know, up and down in the health bars. Even though none of my people died. Or, you know, they got close, but they didn't. That's the point.
Shield be down. Rise up, Atalay. Rise up.
So it's a tough spec to pass through a guild, even if it performs higher than other specs. People want to feel safe and cuddled by the healer. Don't let me go too low, you know?
Oh, don't. It's like the whole like warrior thing. Oh, don't bubble me. If I don't get hit, I don't get rage.
Yeah. I think it's a good equivalent of the Flash Heal Priest. It's a little bit like, you know, the Druid tank in TVC here early on, you know. With the fact that healers have a harder time with them than they do the warrior. And here's the reason. Druids takes less damage from the bosses, right? Overall, they take less damage. But they spike. Right? So you will have like multiple seconds where it's like, oh, this guy is not taking a hit. This guy is not even getting a scratch. And then all of a sudden, boom, you roll down to 10% HP, right? Crushing blow hit, parry haste, something happened, right? That just blew your health bar down. And because the healer was kind of sleeping on it, if you see what I mean, they panic. Instead of them being ready to, you know, pre-heal for in case that damage rolls in. No.
Yeah.
So it's that paranoia thing going on.
You can't die if you're always at 100.
Yeah, but the warrior is not always at 100. That's the fact of the matter,
Yeah.
right? They are more in the dying slowly category. They take more damage, therefore they need more healing overall. Consistently. Where the druids need less healing, but when they do need healing, they goddamn need the healing, and please do it now. You can't sleep on a druid. Compared to a warrior. In good guilds, that's not a problem, because you will have good healers that pre-cast and are ready for it. They don't panic. They're like, this is normal. You know.
Yeah. Sit back and watch me flex.
But one thing I will say is lovely about the Flash Heal Priest, even though it's both bad, it can also be kinda nice sometimes to see people panic and you just go like, I got it. Fine. I don't know, I'm a little bit of a sadistic person. I like the power.
Gotta be careful around you.
Oh, and I was such an asshole back then.
I couldn't imagine.
I would legitimately, you know, if I had a beef with somebody, I was definitely the healer. I was going, did you die? I'm sorry. I don't know how that happened. I didn't see you there.
Lol.
Like, only if I knew, you know, it wouldn't affect whatever you were doing. It's not something I did much in raids, but especially in 5-man dungeons, I didn't give a shit. If you if you chose to stand in a void zone or something, you know, stand in fire, hey. I'm gonna stand here and look you close in the eyes while you die. Not my problem. You could have stepped out of that shit. Or if you had that group that kept on kicking people for no reason, I was definitely like, okay, that is the 5th kick you have done. Can't kick any more people. Guess what I'm gonna do?
Lol.
What do you think I would do?
Just be like toy with people, man. I can just see it.
It's like, if you can't kick any more people, I'm gonna let you pull, and then I'm gonna Hearthstone. You see the priest going like, Dalaran.
I mean, you know, you hear stories about paladins being the king of doing that. Just run into a fucking, like, group or a boss or something and just bubble half and be like, see you later, fuckers.
You could also do that as a healer if you got tired of your group, or if somebody had an especially bad attitude. Just wait it out and wait till they were like, yes, now I got my awesome healer, now I got this group, and I kicked a few people because they didn't do the DPS I wanted them to do. Yeah, that's good. What are you gonna do, kick me? Shit.
That's a minus 50 DKP minus.
And then just watch them while It sucks for them. Now they have to do the whole place over again. They didn't get what they wanted.
Yeah.
It is amazing.
How to win enemies and influence? Nothing. It's gonna feel so weird seeing the old school Death Knights though.
Oh really?
Every spec in DPS, every spec can tank. Apparently.
I'm not sure if that's what they're gonna come out with. What was the end build? That's the question. Don't remember when, you know, they changed so only one spec was a tank spec. Yes. Tell me something to drink.
I think Frost used to be the tank.
What did you say?
Says I think Frost used to be the tank spec.
Do you mean in the beginning or the end?
Beginning.
Yeah, well, in the beginning all of the specs were tank specs. Most people lean towards Frost. That is correct. But actually the most underrated tank spec was Blood. Even at the beginning, because the amount they could heal was ridiculous. The few people that ended up Blood tanks did very well. Tank. Unholy was also underrated in terms of taking the same kind of tank role as a paladin would. AoE tanking. They were amazing at that, you know, disease spreading and such. And then I think that the best Death Knight tank will stay being the Blood. That's
funny. The guy that you like have to deal with this with, and you get the essence of a car, must be the same guy that goes to Zul'Brug to summon him.
Oh yeah, I need to power stone here.
Oh dear.
Got these feelings spinning like a tornado. I can hear my heartbeat playing on and on. Blinded by the lights, demons in my mind. Now I only need myself to let them go. I've been saying, ooh, nah, nah. I don't need nobody to love tonight. I've been dancing around my heartache. I say, ooh, nah, nah. I don't need nobody to touch, to love. I've been dancing around my heartache. I say,
I need to reapply.
I taste the blood of life. Die, mortal.
Keck W. It's a shame that's a leather one though.
I'm gonna
Beautiful.
go and get something to eat, Eagle.
Okie dokes.
Talk to you another time.
Okie dokes. Have fun.
Thank you.
Okay. We go. That's that. Okay. Hey guys. You're stuck with me. Excuse me. I am one level away. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Oh, wait, multi-stream. That reminds me, I need to have a look at something. Alright, let me just do this. Hey, good thing I looked. Remove. And report. For unwanted commercial or spam. Good thing I looked. Okay. Alright, so now what I would like to do. Alright, good, that's muted, so that's really good. We'll go to my channel. And for whatever reason, okay, for whatever, am I like not live or something? It should say that I'm live. Yeah, it says I'm live. So why the hell? Oh, I'm so confused. That is so strange. Right, let me just like refresh the stream